right, here we are on a Monday morning. Took Sunday off, and as you remember, if you watched the last video, that was put the first 3 coats on. I'm going to try and attempt to put 3 more on today. So after putting 3 coats on, I like to drag the sandpaper across it. We're going to use some 800 grit sandpaper. Is that showing on there?
Go this way. Yep.
And this sandpaper, you can use it wet or dry. So we're just going to use it dry today. And I don't start using it wet until the final finish of it. 800 is my magic grit sandpaper. That's usually where I like using it. I go from 400 to 800 a lot. So we're just gonna kind of drag this across here a little bit. Paper towel. I like to sand with the grain as much as possible. And all I'm basically doing is just knocking down the roughness. I'm not trying to flatten it per se, you know, because it does get a little rough, and you pick up a lot of dust and stuff out of the air, and the dust from the paper towels, and you know. And I know some of you out there, you like to use cloth. I used to use cloth, but you go through it so quick that you run out of cloth sometimes. I do have a bunch of cloth now in reserve I could be using. And I liked my other brand of paper towels that we were using. They were just better. They seem to be a little tougher than what these are. Yes, that's feeling pretty good. And I'll just go over this whole guitar here. And again, just trying to make it smooth. I'm not trying to flatten it out. Just trying to make it as smooth as I can. And believe me, once you do this part, your next 3 layers will go on really smooth. And after I get the 3rd and final finish on today, we'll let it dry overnight, like I did this one. And then I'll evaluate it and see where I'm at with it, sheen-wise. And if I like it where it's at, then we'll stay at 6 coats. And if I don't, we'll add 3 more coats. And we'll just keep going on until we get to where we like it. That's the one nice thing about rub-on finish. You can always pick it back up and just keep applying it until you get it to where you want it. All right, I made a couple decisions on those pickup covers, and I'm not going to say anything yet because I'm going to try it out and see if it's going to work. And probably after the 3rd coat of Minwax tung oil finish goes onto this, and quite possibly tomorrow I'll work on those pickup covers. And we'll work on those pickup covers tomorrow. And Here's another point. You just saw me switch back from my hand to the sponge. Always a good idea to use something in between your sandpaper and your project, not your hand. Especially back when I was doing building cars and painting cars and stuff, I learned early on you want to try and not do this. I see this a lot on YouTube. I see a lot of guys taking their fingers and they got them separated like that and they start sanding. And what that's going to do over time, it'll put grooves in your work, and they will show up. You may not think so, but it does. I've seen people use the palm of their hands, just all kinds of things. But get you a sanding sponge. They last forever. This one here has been around for a lot of years, and it's just going to benefit you in the long run. I got a little spot right there. I'm going to use some 400 on it and try and get that little spot out of there. I don't know what it's from. Looks like a bug that landed in it. That's what it looks to me like. Residue of it. So we're just going to try and get that sanded out of there. There we go, that's better. Somewhat. Still see a little bit of it. Yeah, we had some pretty exciting times yesterday at church. We almost had a full house. Our church holds about 230 to 250 people. We were almost at capacity yesterday. We had 7 people get baptized yesterday. And, I'm really tickled to see all the youth that came in to get baptized. It's pretty cool. Pretty nice day yesterday. The music went really well for us. And as you can see, this takes a little bit of time. Again, you don't never want to rush what you're doing, even for the camera. Just take your time. It's probably gone a little quicker if I used the water with it, but but it is what it is. We're almost done here. I'm going to do the neck here. It's just for too much longer. And all right, here we go. Here's Stealth Talking Guitars. In building guitars, making them from scratch, or even buying a kit guitar that needs to have a finish on it and all that stuff. Well, anyway, my favorite parts of making one from scratch, actually doing the cutting it out and carving it and doing basically what I'm doing right now. That's some of my favorite parts of the guitar. My unfavorite parts of the guitar is sanding around the cutaways. I find it tedious and not so satisfying. I used to love carving out the necks. The necks were always a lot of fun. I loved carving it. There's something about taking a spoke shave and start shaving the wood down and making a square into something round, and real satisfying for me. Therapeutic, I guess, if you want to call it that. And but My other least favorite part of making a guitar is cutting the fret slots and putting the frets in and leveling the frets and just plain out fret work. I really don't like it. I do it, but I just don't like it. And one of my least favorite parts of making a guitar. And I like making the necks. I love making a laminated neck. Somebody once told me a long time ago, if you're gonna have to make a neck from scratch, why not make it interesting? So I've always stuck with that philosophy. And when I make my necks, I try to make them as interesting as I can if I have the wood to do it. And, but anyway, this is coming right along. I'll bring you back in when I get ready to put the Minwax tung oil on there. No sense of prolonging the agony of me sanding. So, all right, I'll bring you back in just a little bit. Anyway, here we go. Again, I like to start spreading that on there, and I overlap where I just left off, just like if you were spraying spray. Yeah, see, that's going on so smooth right now. Hoping my control cover stays on. I'm debating on putting magnets on it. Done that a couple times on some builds. It's kind of a fun thing to do. Oh yeah, that's looking good, huh? Mm-hmm. Like I said, we'll put this on here, we'll let it set for a couple hours, come back out here and put on a couple more coats, or another coat, let that dry, come back out a couple hours after that, and put the last. There'll be 6 coats of Minwax tung oil finish on this. And if it goes like it's looking like right now, that might be where we stop. I don't want it super glossy. Again, the nice thing about using this stuff, you can make it look like glass, you can make it look like a matte finish, you can, whatever finish you want out of this, you can do it. And I put my hand on that neck. It's really up to you what you want out of the finish. And well, anyway, there it is for now. Did I do the head, the pig head? Mm-hmm. The front of it?
That's good. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, you started there.
So anyway, there she is. That's the 4th coat. Come back out in a couple hours. I'll put the 5th coat on. And a couple hours after that, put the 6th coat on. All right. I'll be talking at you. Bye now. All right, it's raining out here, but I'm gonna go ahead and put another second coat of this stuff on. And we're gonna try and get, like I said, try to get 3 coats of this Minwax tung oil finish on this getter today. Let it dry all night. Then it's the second coat. Actually, it's not the second coat, it's the 4th coat.
Fifth.
Huh?
This would be 5th.
Is it the 5th coat? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, it's the 5th coat. I was corrected. That's why it's important to have your wife around.
Who else would hold the camera for you?
That's right, right? I really appreciate my wife helping me out. Shop and stuff that I do around the house. She's a blessing. And here comes the rain.
Sheesh.
I usually don't like doing this in the rain, but I had already started it, so here we go. All in all, for some pine wood I had laying around, 2x4s, glue them together. Use that spalted poplar for the top. I think all in all, this guitar is really coming out fairly nice. I can't wait to get her up and playing. Hopefully we can do that by midweek or by the weekend anyway. Because by the way things are looking, I may stop at 6 coats. We will see. Mainly all I'm doing is putting this on there to help really protect it. Because I really don't care if it's shiny or not. That doggone rain is coming down. I remember a long time ago, I was getting ready to paint a car and it started pouring down rain. Started out to be a nice day and all of a sudden it started dumping. That was fun. Alright, I think I got it. So there it is with the 5th coat on there.
That's good.
Looking good, so I'll bring you back in when we do the 6th and final coat. I'll put these videos together and I'll post it. I'll see you later. Bye now. Alrighty, here we go. Our 6th and final coat for the day. Tomorrow morning I'll look at it and evaluate it and see if we're going to go for up to 9 coats. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. It's really looking good, just the way it's doing. So I may just leave it.
Have to
Huh?
sand it a little bit.
Yeah, I'll
Not
have
much.
to
Yeah.
do a little sanding, a little buffing, and all that if this is the final coat.
Okay.
even not, if I decide to put 3 more coats on, I'll do like I did this morning, and we'll sand it with some more 800 grit and then reapply 3 more coats. But the way things are looking, I don't know if I'll need to. We'll see. I like to let it sit all night and then take another look at it, because when it's wet, it always looks good. And as things dry or cure, and that's one nice thing about this Minwax tung oil finish, it cures in 24 hours. And that means once it's done, it's done. You don't have to worry about it. You can go right along and do what you need to do to put it together and all that stuff. Color, sand it, buff it. Not like spraying on lacquer or poly or any of that stuff. I think I mentioned too, over time, this will darken up. Our furniture that we've done almost a year ago has really got a nice amber look to it now, and I really like that a lot. Some of my guitars I've done in this, which is a lot older than that, same thing. They've darkened up quite a bit. So if you're looking for something to stay clear, like I said before, you need to go with poly or lacquer. Lacquer will even darken up on you. Poly will stay clear. I have a guitar in there that I did years ago with a sunburst on it, and it looks just as good as the day as I sprayed it with poly. Trouble with those kinds of paints is you've got a long window of cure time on it, and I see a lot of you guys using stuff, even enamels, and you spray it one day and just like a couple days later you're already putting the guitar together. Well, that's not a good practice. It's good, the longer you can let something cure, the better off you're going to be, and just take it from experience. Don't get in a rush. Just let it do its thing, let it cure. You're going to be headaches ahead of the game if you allow it to do that. Yes, it finally quit raining. Golly, that was a downpour and a half. Supposed to rain again tonight, so I want to get this on here, let it dry for a couple hours, come back out and take it in the house, let it set up and dry all night, and then like I said, I'll evaluate in the morning and see where it's at, and if I like it, I'll go with it. I have a feeling I will like it, just the way it is. As far as the fretboard goes, we'll be oiling that with some of that Howard's feeding wax, just beeswax and orange oil. I don't know why some out there think it's so toxic. It's not. Some of you guys, I think, are paranoid. I think it's from the old drug days or something. No more toxic than some of the other stuff you guys use on your guitars. Probably less toxic than what some of you guys use on your guitars. I had somebody a couple years ago get on to me about this stuff here, about being toxic, and I asked him what he was using. He told me lacquer, and I said, "Did you look at the label for lacquer?" Give me a break. So anyway, there it is, the 6th and final coat. And I think she's looking really good. I don't know if you can get that all on camera. And I really like that red that the mahogany came out to be. It really looks good. I'm just going to leave it that way. I was going to do something with the headstock, but I think I'll just leave it red. I kind of like it. It'll have black tuners on it. Somebody mentioned the other day, because I asked a question about painting the pickup covers black or not. And he brought up the idea, which, you know, I noticed too. I had two comments on it that made sense to me. One was, well, your binding is in ivory. That would be all right to do that in binding ivory. But this other guy, he mentioned too, he said, well, if your tuners are going to be black and your control knobs are going to be black, it makes sense to make the pickup covers black. Yeah. But I have an idea that I might try it. I'm not going to reveal what I'm going to do, but I have an idea. So I'm going to try it out, see if I like it. And if I like it, then I'll show you. Does that make sense?
I'm not leave. Liz is asleep over it though tonight, okay? Just so you know.
Oh, yeah, you will.
No, I won't. No.
She's standing there behind the camera rolling her eyes at me. I hope you guys realize this. Alrighty, I have enough. We'll talk to you guys later, and we'll see you next time. Bye.